eBay. The hobbyist's greatest asset for expanding their collection of miniatures. Many models for just a cheap price. Do these words sound familiar? If they do, thank you for watching my first ever video. How time flies. How naive I've been. I'm not the same young sport that embarked on this adventure all these years ago. I've become more experienced, more observant. And what I've learned is that eBay is not just some online flea market for miscellaneous goods and sometimes services. Oh no. This, right here, is a conglomeration of minds like no other. Because behind every offer, behind every single one of them, there's a human being. Not just some big corporation and marketing or sales agent. No, an ordinary person, like you and me. A human being selling their possessions and dictating the price. And here is where it gets really interesting. Behind every single offer, there's a story. Sometimes a tragic one. A newlywed being pushed to drop the hobby. A general placing his bets on the wrong horse and having his units nerfed into oblivion. Tragic, but not uncommon, and also quite harmless. Especially in the Warhammer scene, unfinished projects or the result of a full-blown collector's addiction are something none of us are not familiar with, and are something I think everyone can understand and respect. But sometimes we come across an offer that even to us familiar with the scale and scope of the hobby can only be encompassed with the phrase absolute insanity. An offer which content leaves us to stop in our tracks and have a look. An offer which leaves us choking on our breath, crying out the great questions in life between desperate gasps. How? Why? How and why would somebody do this? And one such offer is this right here. Editorial Jan, pull that ish up.
I got you, bro.
Dear God Emperor, help us all. 50 Dark Angel Terminators and 4 character models. What you are seeing here is what happens when you dare someone to start a Deathwing only army and they say, bet. This is the work of a man with focus, commitment, and sheer fucking will. This is the work of a man who looked Mr. James Workshop himself in the eye and said, I don't care about any of your stuff, but this one kit you're selling? That's alright. No tanks, no artillery, no flyers, heck, not even real infantry, nothing! Nothing but 50 roided up Sons of the Lion, clad in the most excellent war gear their chapter has to offer. But the horror doesn't end there. Look at the paint job. Not only did this man care only for one miniature, he also loved the idea of using just one beige paint really, and one wash, and then calling it mission accomplished. I've never seen anything like this. Something of so high value, yet so little effort. But wait, there's more! Not even 2 weeks after, I saw this! Another 41 Terminators, with even less effort put into them. Huh? Hello? Did I miss something? Did the Deathwing Terminators get like an insane boost in 9th edition, so everybody got them? But now they've just been nerfed into oblivion and they're just not worth it anymore? What's happening? Somebody help me please. Is this legal? Is that allowed? Do we need to call the Inquisition? Why would someone just buy such an expensive army, an expensive and very one-sided army, and then just not put any effort into the paint job at all? I was really tempted to buy the army and then just, rescue it myself, but for that price, I just couldn't do it. Now, I could have just moved on. I could have just left these miniatures behind and let them occupy this part of my brain forever, presenting the enigma that they were to me. But as I just said, this army just wouldn't leave my mind. And so, on the same evening, I tried something drastic. I contacted the owner. In probably the single sketchiest email I've ever written in my entire life, I explained who I was and asked the guy to kind of send me his army for free. And in turn, I promised him to rescue his army to the best of my abilities and then just send them back to him for free. I know. Who the hell do I think I am? Imagine yourself, just sitting on your porch getting an email from a guy claiming to be a YouTuber, and not a big one at that. And he just asks you to give you his army that you're selling on eBay, but for free. You have never met the guy, you have no way of verifying that he even is who he claims to be. Hell, you have no way of ensuring that you'll get your miniatures back once he is done with them. If that doesn't sound like the lowest effort scam in the entire scene, I don't know what is. And of course, I was aware of that. But, I still shot my shoot and hoped that maybe he'll lean into it. But of course, I made myself no delusions. But then, one day later, a reply. He liked the idea and would love to give his miniatures into my care. His only fear? That he wouldn't want to sell them once I was done with them. I couldn't believe it. My heart was aflame. I didn't even expect an answer, let alone a positive one. We talked a bit further, and that's also where I got the, consent of making this kind of roasting video from him. And not a week later, the miniatures were at my doorstep. 50 Terminators and 4 character models. And now, finally, the time has come for me to fulfill my promise and try to make his miniatures look the best they possibly can. This will be a long and most likely arduous task, as I will not remove the paint that's already on there, but just paint over it, like a proper rescue, like I've always done so far. It's been a long time since I last tackled a project like this, and I'm really excited to get a chance with these miniatures especially. So, let's see. Let's see if we can improve the look of these miniatures. And if you would like to judge for yourself if I'm able to put my money where my mouth is, feel free to tag along and hit that subscribe button. And until we meet again, take care and have fun painting.